Hi everybody. Hi everybody. It's your friend Daniel Hutchins. So we're back again. Yes, we're back again. As you see, we got Santa Claus checking his list for Christmas Eve. Because that's what Christmas is. Um Again, so what are we doing? Well, we're visiting our friend comicbookresource.com, comic book resources, and now we're letting you guys know what is going on with the universe. Now, yeah, so what is happening with the universe? Well, that's a good question because there's lots of things we could talk about. First thing we're talking about is Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon is now officially ending a trend after 26 years. Nickelodeon is ending a trend after 26 years. A 26-year-old trend. What trend is that? Uh, I'm glad you asked. It's SpongeBob. So SpongeBob is now going down to the chopping block. So yeah, SpongeBob is now going down to the chopping block. And so yeah, thanks to the new SpongeBob movie that is in theaters right now, Paramount and Nickelodeon is now making its mission to cancel SpongeBob. After 26 years, a now they decided, yes, the SpongeBob SquarePants is now going to officially be canceled. After 26 years of SpongeBob, they officially have now announced it is the end of SpongeBob. It is now the end of SpongeBob due to poor performance and because, people are canceling cable. Who would have thought? Also, Christina Ricci, who we know is Wednesday Addams from the 1990s. Christina Ricci, who we know from 1990s The Addams Family, plays as Wednesday Addams. She is now leaving Netflix. Which is not that surprising because, again, most of us already know Christina Ricci. Because, yeah, there also are 10 classic video game systems that are unplayable. What are those? Well, I'm glad you asked. Thanks to our friends on comic book resources under video games, some of the classic video game systems that you cannot really play today are as follows. Most of them are on the Nintendo and the PlayStation. Not the PlayStation 2, but the PlayStation. The first PlayStation. Also, now Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue are now outdated. So outdated that, again, when they released in February of 1996, they are pretty much aged. And they have aged out so worse up until a point where they're just basically they're unplayable. And they are very, very slow. Most of these games that we knew from the 90s are now completely unplayable. Yes, it is live. Yes, it is me. It is me. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's Daniel Hutchins. We are here. But yeah, right now we're catching up on some updates on our friend the comic book resources. And there is a lot of games from Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Sega and PlayStation 1 that are really, really aged very, very horribly. In fact, most of them are relics of the past that are pretty much almost to the point where they're completely unplayable because they are just aging terribly. Just terribly. Okay, so yeah. Hi there, Sab Trader Admin. And hello there, Gurland Nest 9198. How is it going? Yes, we are live. And yes, Merry Christmas. So yeah, also, the Stranger Things cinematographer has revealed that season 5 has also been the most complicated season he's ever had the cinematographer. So yeah, and then before that, and other things, amongst many, they have finally killed SpongeBob after 26 years. After 26 years, they finally have killed SpongeBob. Finally, Paramount and Nickelodeon has put their bed to SpongeBob. SpongeBob: The Search for SquarePants, which is in theaters right now, is like the nail in the coffin. It is just horrible. Also, there is a Home Alone plot from this movie, a really terrible sequel of Home Alone, that is a plot hole that not too many people know of. Again, because we know our famous kid actor Kevin McAllister, and because it was directed by John Hughes and Chris Columbus, who has did the plot for the Harry Potter films, the first two, has found a home to find out that there are some really, really weird things in the Home Alone. There is this idea that if you contact threats from the other side, from a computer on a public terminal, there are creepy criminals that just give you your address, and then criminal steals a mall Santa outfit and paints his hair white, and then goes in a delivery van and takes them away, like the kidnappers, like the movie Taken. The Deadly Games is also one of the very, very, very horrifying ideas from the Home Alone franchise that brings a little bit of scary into the plot. Well, we also know the kid who followed after Kevin McAllister, Thomas, is another kid who was in Home Alone. He's not as popular as Kevin, but he's still the second most popular. And because it has an 80s synth wave kind of idea to it, this is again because it holds a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes and has 50 audience reviews. The idea we call The Deadly Games is basically a movie that is driven by the inspiration of Home Alone, except it's a movie that people forgot happened all the way back in March of 1989. Deadly Games Dial Code. This is basically kind of like, the Home Alone before Home Alone. It basically has a very, very similar concept. If you don't believe me, let me turn off my green screen and I'll show you. Okay, so you see right here, kind of sort of like the paint on the face, the kind of like the Nerf gun kind of deal going on right there. Home Alone has secretly stole a plot from a very old forgotten holiday gem from a couple years ago. And that, again, is 35 years later, they realized, oh, well, there is a Christmas movie that is actually give us the blueprint to Home Alone. It's called Deadly Games. It happened in March of 1989, and it just, yeah, 80s gems that unless you knew about its existence, I don't know what else to say other than the fact that it is really one of those, either you know what it is or you don't. There is no try. Okay, so yeah, Dragon Ball is actually still one of the biggest box office flops in their franchise. Because Dragon Ball Evolution is still one of the worst movies to ever be conceived of. Hello there, B2K Prong. How's it going, man? Uh, so then there's this other idea. The overworked prequel that is a perfect stand-in for Gremlins 3. Everybody kept saying, will there be a third Gremlins? Well, they kept saying, like all the way back since the failed second one, that they were going to make a third one anyways. Now, because the first one was in 1984 and the second one, I don't know, it was like in the 90s or something, Gremlins 3 is being really tight right now and they don't know what the hell is going to happen. So basically, Gremlins is going to kind of go all kind of like World War II, kind of. World War II Gremlins. It basically has this idea where you see right here, Gremlins kicks off this idea, which again, originally set as World War II. They actually have ties to that. And the 1990s Gremlin 2, The New Batch, also a very, 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 very terrible sequel of one of the best franchises of the 80s. Like, come on. Since people have instantly regretted how terrible The New Batch Gremlins was, now they're trying to make a rescue effort to see what the real connection origin to the Gremlins was. Now, originally this dates all the way back until 1940s, back in World War II. Mechanics for the Air Force of the English, the Royal Air Force. Again, you can subscribe for this box right here you see in front to get a deeper mythology and the lore around the Gremlins. The myth is that, again, based on popular pop culture, this was almost did by Disney until Disney canceled it, and then it got picked up by Warner Brothers. So it was originally supposed to happen by Disney, except they canceled it kind of at the last second, and then it got picked up by Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers picked up the canceled project we know of the original Gremlins, which almost happened with Disney, but because they canceled it, they decided, well, salary, we're not going to miss it, so they gave it to Warner Brothers. I don't know how much they sold it to Warner Brothers. I just think, well, whatever. But again, they kept saying that this was just a fan-made conspiracy. So now, if you guys don't know what happened at the Five Nights at Freddy's, well, now we're about to tell you. If I could ever pull up the stupid thing. Shh. Ah, God, this is why I need to get a brand new mouse for my computer laptop, because my mouse on my laptop is got a fucking mind of its own. So, oh my God. Anyway, Five Nights at Freddy's, the post credits from the second movie. Be warned, if you haven't watched it, watch it this at your own risk. Now, basically, because the game was so popular, it made a sequel just a couple months ago. It's been in the theaters for, I don't know, several weeks now. However, young guys are trying to go into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which we know from the first film and based on the hit video game franchise, and this will likely bring us another game, a third game. That's basically kind of like a haunted house with pizza, because that's what it is, and there's a bunch of spring traps and other traps within the franchise. The Five Nights at Freddy's universe is also has this idea that now they're trying to bring a third one. However, they kept saying there's a third video game, but they're not really sure about if there's going to be a third movie. Now, again, now because it's animatronics and it's PG-13 and it's really scary, not made for children, then people realize, well, shit, what are they gonna do? Well, I know exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to procrastinate and then just go in the hiding and hope and pray that we actually get another sequel. Because that's what Five Nights at Freddy's does. They kept, saying, oh, yeah, well, the second one that we have right now in the theater was kind of like a last-ditch effort. And then you realize deep down that, again, Five Nights at Freddy's, that's playing in theaters right now, has already had this idea where, the daughter gets attacked by the circus baby, and then basically the secret sibling has already killed her dad, and they are trapped inside Fazzy Fazbear's Pizza. So, yeah, that's basically what has been implied for the next idea for this new unknown mysterious setup for the next Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, if you hadn't had a chance, take 2 minutes of your time to subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you like what you hear. Also, my sister and my brother are not home right now. They are doing a sleepover at a friend's house. Well, not really a sleepover, but they're kind of dog sitting and house sitting. So, yeah. Also, if you want, I can do a little bit of some Daniel Sings. Daniel Sings. That is when I sing a bunch of lyrics as how I remember them. Okay, alrighty, let's see, okay, so we were just talking about this a little bit, this morning. The idea of, trying to figure out when Barbie was going to be making another sequel. So this, again, is my favorite song from the movie from 2023. My favorite character in that movie is Ken. Just the main one. Okay. Doesn't seem to matter what I do. I'm always number 2. No one knows how hard I tried. Oh, I have feelings that I can't explain, driving me insane. All my life been so polite, but I'll sleep alone tonight. 'Cause I'm just Ken, anywhere else I'd be a 10. It is my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility. Yes, I'm just Ken, where I see love, she sees the friends. What will it take for her to see the man behind a tin and fight for me? I want to know what it's like to love, to be the real thing. Is it a crime? Am I not hot when I'm in my feelings? And it is my moment finally here. Or am I dreaming? I'm no dreamer. Can you feel the energy? Yes, it feels so real. Yes, my energy. Can you feel my energy? Feels so real. Yes, it's my energy. Yes, I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. It is my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility. Yes, I'm just Ken. Where I see love, she sees the friends. What will it take for her to see the man behind the tan and fight for me? Yes, I'm just Ken, and I'm enough. I'm great at doing stuff. So hey, check me out. Yeah, I'm just Ken. My name is Ken, and so am I. Put that manly hand in mine. So hey world, check me out. Yeah, I'm just Ken. Baby, I'm just Ken. Nobody else. Nobody else. So basically, as implied, that is the song. Basically, and reading the lyrics off of Genius. Okay, so I know it's not as loud and not as proud as Ryan's take of it, but that's okay. Because, it's late where some of you guys are. It is only 9 o'clock where I am in the mountain time, and it is 11 o'clock in the east time, and it is 7 o'clock in the Pacific. So, depending where you live, again, time differences and time zones. So yeah, I don't think this video is going to be as successful as the one that I had an hour ago. But, hey, that's okay. It's Christmas Eve and a lot of kids are trying to sleep. So, again, by the power and the extension of what I'm trying to deliver, yes, this is where the grown-ups come up and they have something that they could watch, while the kids are dreaming about sugar plums and marshmallows and candy canes and all that other fun Christmas stuff. Okay, so yes, I am just doing a bullshit review from stuff I'm catching up on. Except, it's just going just peachy. Except right now, my fucking mouse is being stupid right now. And it's becoming mighty hard and mighty impossible to do anything when I realize the mouse on my computer is so jacked up. See, my mouse on my Asus is being quite much of a pain in my rear. So I am trying to figure out why my computer is continuing to be so goddamn fucking queer. So, by this idea that, again, because it's Christmas time, we are trying to see what in the Johnny Sprite hell is going on with the universe. So, oh shit. And yes, last night I was able to finally reach the season 10 of King of the Hill. And yeah, it is, it's been a long time since I've watched it from the beginning. So yes, to answer your question full-heartedly and full-heartedly, you then start to realize that, again, the reason I am the way I am is because it's just the way the cookie has crumbled. Again, I have some cookies downstairs for Santa Claus, but whether or not he comes, well, that's, beyond me. It's beyond me like B-O-N-D. Great Bozzy Rap. So, this idea, that is a profoundly very weird idea, that if Santa Claus doesn't eat the cookies I left in the bowl downstairs, then, yeah. Well, also, I have a really loud noise machine that you guys cannot hear because the only thing you hear is my voice from the other side of my bedroom. As I have quoted time and time again. And yeah, there is some Christmas music downstairs for the dog, so that again, the dog is downstairs hanging out on the couch and taking a little bit of some snoozer. Okay. So, well, what is happening? Well, what we're going to do is a little bit of some bullshit review of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. It is the ill-fated sequel of the one that happened, rather recently. But first off, let me turn off the Chinese subtitles and put them in English subtitles, so at least I know what the fuck is happening. So I know exactly what the fuck they're saying without the unnecessary bullshit. So I don't know, it's, crap. Well, fuck. Shitey. Alright, and yes, I need to, ensure that I'm able to read the fucking subtitles so I don't fucking go blind. Hence why I've been wearing glasses all the way from kindergarten. I've been wearing glasses since kindergarten, and I'm nearsighted. So I need to be able to read font on my computer that is big enough to ensure that there is 0% bullshit. So basically, right now, they're getting attacked by a dude who is dressed up as a teddy bear. And this was season 1, episode 9. A crazy ass, weird ass dude dressed up in a teddy bear costume attacking some children. Well, come on, it's Disney. They just make up as they fucking go along. So it doesn't matter what kind of slop they serve us. It's just the way Disney is. So I found out that some bullshit as the reason why I got hacked last weekend was because of the account being inactive. I lost some stuff over the weekend. I could not access it anymore because, well, surprise, surprise, the shit has been inactive since February of 2025. So I have no choice but to forget that profile even existed, even though I know it existed. But apparently Google and YouTube is now cracking down on this idea that if you're not using the profile enough, they're going to have to crack down and remove that, which I think is a whole bunch of fucking baloney. But again, so now this episode I'm watching of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place is talking through a magical wand where there basically is a hologram of some weird, you know, holographic image of some weird ass wizard that so happens to be a girl who is, I don't know, 12 years old. Being generous, I guess. I don't know. A girl who's like 12 or 13 years old. And apparently she's super duper fucking overpowered as hell. That's what Disney Channel does. They put a bunch of 12 and 13 and 14-year-old girls into these really flashy outfits and then basically try to entertain this idea of bullshit. And yes, hello there, Star-Lord 31. How's it going, my friend? How are things going up in the planet of nowhere? Um, how's it going, Star-Lord? Um, how's how's the how's the weather in your location? Great. No complaints. Good. But it's really cold or terrible and the Okay, guys. Here is the first okay. Yes. How is the weather in your location? Great, no complaints. Good but really cold. Or terrible, the neighborhood's crazy. Okay, yeah. This is basically, a safe zone. We like to say Hutchins Hut is a very, very safe place. Because it is a very safe place. For all of my brothers and sisters and all of the beautiful people here on this community. So again, we're just making sure that everybody is safe on Christmas. Because if you're not feeling safe on Christmas, then that's going to be a little bit, should we say, a little bit stressful. Yeah. So next question we are going to ask everybody on the show is, as a subscriber, do you feel safe on the showcases and ideas Okay, so here is the next question, guys. As a subscriber, do you feel you are safe on the showcases and the ideas that are mentioned on this channel? As a subscriber, yes, you guys, as a subscriber, do you feel safe on the showcases and the ideas that are mentioned on my show? Again, communication is how you become a successful channel. I know that because, again, from being on a YouTube platform for over 12 years now, I know that deep down that, again, the best way to know what the people are wanting is by asking questions and by using communication polls on live shows. So again, as I ask you guys again, as you guys are popping in and out like popcorn, you guys are like going popcorn. As a subscriber, do you feel safe on these showcases and ideas? Yes, they are good. Yes, they are just alright. Or I don't know, I'm just new. Again, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to answer this one. But if you guys don't know, that's okay. So then we'll just skip that one and just go to the next question. If you guys don't know the question, just let me know in the chat room. Just say, Daniel, I just don't know the question. That's all you have to say. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I don't make the questions that challenging. Now, if the question is too challenging, just let me know. We are a safe haven here at Hutchins Hut. We are a paradise, like Paradise Island, except all of my huts are open 24/7. And again, the poll question is, as a subscriber, do you feel safe on the showcases and the ideas that are mentioned on this channel? Yes, they are good. Yes, they are just alright. Or I don't know, I'm just new here. Again, so right now on Wizards of Beyond Waverly Place right now, the kids on the show are arguing about this idea that is anybody able to become a wizard? Well, again, not really, because again, magic is just, being able to use it, in a sense where, you only use it to self-defend your friends against, other people who try to make your life more complicated. But yeah, so basically now the dad has just got into the kitchen, grabbed his work bag, and now people are just sitting around the table just trying to procrastinate and not go to school because, well, in their universe, they don't go to school until, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock, when most kids today go to school at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And they're just having their scrambled eggs and their toast and their strawberries and their pineapple and just, drinking their orange juice and their coffee and their milk. Okay, as a subscriber, do you feel safe on the showcases and ideas? Okay, yes, they are just alright. Okay, good. I'm glad that you you guys are being honest. I appreciate you guys. You don't know how much I appreciate you guys, because as a community here and as a host that tries to give you the most idea and the most reality, reaching to propose the respective is good. Let me see. The next question is, reaching to propose the respective is good. Yes, I think so. I am confused. I'm a new. Okay, so basically, this is the next communication. Reaching to propose a respective is good. Yes, I think so. I am confused, or I'm a newbie and I don't know. Again, take your time, guys. Again, is plenty of time to answer these polls. Again, reaching to propose a respective is good. Yes, I think so. I am confused, or I'm a newbie and I don't know. Again, this is to track this idea of, what you want me to deliver. Reaching to propose a respective is good. Again, there's 4 answers you can choose from. Yes, I think so. I am confused, or I'm just a newbie and I don't know. Again, I'm just trying to figure out if you guys, so you guys are able to figure out, what you guys want me to do in the future for the next season of Hutchins Hut. Hutchins Hut is going to be giving you guys a lot of new perspectives and new ideas, hopefully, which will be good ideas, and hopefully, with the help of you guys, we'll be able to reach those things. Okay? So, region to propose a perspective is good. Yes, I think so. I'm just confused, or I'm a newbie and I don't know. Again, honesty is the best policy, as they always says. And the golden rule: respect others the way you want to be treated. Not because they need to treat you with respect, they just need to know that, again, by building a good character, you realize that the world is just on your footsteps in a way that, it's just, it's a really cold, it's a really cold, dark world right now in most of the places, unless you live on the other side of the earth, or or in other cases, if you live in Indonesia or China or Japan or Malaysia or the Philippines or Australia or New Guinea or New Zealand. Now, obviously, you guys would already be on the next day. Well, us over here in Albuquerque, United States of America, we are we are doing just fine. It is 9:30 p.m. where I am located right now, and wherever you guys are located at, you have different time zones because not every place is the same. I also have a water bottle that I like to fill up with some apple juice. Well, it's actually honey apple juice. It's honey hented apple juice from Kroger. It's an American grocery store that we have on the West Coast. It is actually very delicious. So much so, so we are just kind of bouncing around on Disney Plus and basically just trying to get a little further in this idea that we've been sitting on some stuff on the watch later list for way too long. Because, again, if you guys don't already know, it is Christmas already for some of you guys. So, again, if you guys are opening up your Christmas presents, just remember, don't make fun of your brother or sister if they have a Christmas present that, makes them feel embarrassed. I don't know, by the power of invested that has been since been shown in 1980 holiday films like A Christmas Story, for instance, because we made a reference with them in the other live show we did. We did a reference to that. Don't be making fun of your brother if he has a pair of bunny-footed pajamas. We also made a reference in the other live show, not just trying, to laugh at your older brother when you have a pink bunny footed pajamas that is, sent over to you in a box by your aunt. There's also the idea that it's not okay, and it's never okay to make fun of your family members on Christmas, because, again, if you make fun of your family members on Christmas, that is not good. It's not appreciated. It's not nice. And again, most importantly, if you try to do that, God will not be happy with you if you did that. And secondly, you're supposed to be nice to everybody on Christmas. Hence why Christmas is supposed to be celebrated by being generous, by being nice, by being kind, by being respectful to your brothers and sisters, and to your mother and your father and your grandma and your grandpa. So then that way, also another really cool thing that you guys can do is if you're a kid and you're watching my YouTube channel, which again, I don't really approve of that, but if you are a kid that so happens to watch my YouTube channel, I'm not trying to hold a grudge against you. I'm just saying my channel is not for kids, it's for adults. Also, if you're a kid that is watching, remember you got to be in bed and you got to make sure your covers are nice and warm and toasty. And if your covers are not warm and toasty, then throw them in the dryer machine so that you have a nice toasty bed to sleep in whenever you go back to sleep again the following day. Or you're just, you're freezing your nuts off, or you just don't have any comfortable means. But again, not to worry because again, since nobody has been answering this poll, I am closing the poll. So again, remember guys, Merry Christmas and have a blessed New Year's. And until next time, we will see you on the hut.